All right, I'm going to try to keep this pretty on task, but I don't know if I can. Uh, and get everything because it's a lot. So, walking, it's not normal or natural, I should say, for the dog to want to walk next to us. We have to teach him that, right? It's a skill. You have an outside turn, the dog goes on your outside, right? You're going to do this as soon as you get out the door. Okay, well, let's start with the door thing. If your dog knows to sit, you put him in a sit, right? So pretend that this is the door right here. I got one walking around over there. Ready, sit. Don't repeat yourself. It's a hand motion and then pressure, right? You go for the door, he gets up, you put him back in the sit. You go for the door, he gets up, you put him back in the sit. The sit eventually will go away. You just want the dog to be calm before you go out the door, right? Then eventually he's going to stay in the sit. When you go for the door, you're going to open the door, he's going to break the sit, you put him back in the sit, right? And then on these, I don't keep repeating the command, right? It's just back to the pressure. You can say nope if you want to. I usually just use it's negative punishment. Closing the door is negative punishment. You're taking away the opportunity for reward. Generally, if you do that 3 times, what I'll do is if you open the door 3 times and he breaks 3 times, I'll close the door and I'll walk off this way, and then we'll go away, and then we'll come back to the door. Here, let's slide over here in the alley. Right. So, anyways, 3 times. Then now, Waylon over here. Raider over here. Come on. So now you go. You got the door open, and even after the sit, you say, "Okay." He's gonna fly out the door. He flies out the door. You're gonna stop and stand still, and he's gonna hit the leash on his own, and you don't have to do anything. He's gonna look at you, and you go, "Okay," and then we can go walking. Now you got. How you doing? Now you can start doing your heel drills. 3 to 5 minutes at least, right? And start off with you got your outside turns, and then when he's with you, you can give him food. It can be awkward for a lot of people. You don't necessarily need food. You can say, right, good boy, and pat him, right? So you have outside turns. When you're getting good outside turns, then you can do an inside turn. Now he's probably going to be trying to go in front of you, so you kind of kick your foot in front of him. Good boy, right? Or it could be food, right? I do a lot of food when I'm doing heel drills. Then once I start walking, I don't do any food. That's a me thing. You can if you want. A lot of times, especially dogs that are hyper about stuff, a lot of times that food keeps them hyped up and it makes it harder on them to walk. Right? So you have outside turns to inside turn, right? Here's fast. I put a little pressure and cut him off. He's trying to get to his brothers, right? So it's a little backwards pressure and cut him off, right? And good boy. Now, initially, when I'm doing this, I'll use food even if leash pressure is created. And then eventually I get to where I only use food if there's no leash pressure created, right? So then now you're walking, right? Now he's focused on you. Yeah, we're walking. Then all of a sudden you're going to get 10 feet down the road and he's going to be excited. So you can do an outside turn. In order to keep going the same way, you can do an outside 360. Boom. Right? You got sharp turn. Boop. Right? So outside turns, inside turns. And you can even do a figure eight to keep going the same direction, right? You got an outside turn into an inside turn. So this is called redirecting. You're redirecting and refocusing them on you. Now you can keep going again, right? Sharp turn, correction, right? Correction, you want to try I should have bent a little bit. So here's the other one. So now we get into dealing with wanting to say hi to all of those dogs. You have to catch him at the early point of his excitement. Hold on. All right, so you got to catch him at the early point of excitement, right? If he's already like standing up and but it's, I mean, you still do the same thing, but and you want to practice this in heel drills. You don't want to wait until you're in the situation, right? So you're doing heel drills, and you're gonna let him get in front of you, and you're gonna go butt pinching back up, good boy, and you're gonna feed him, right? Or even just level, right? And now we can go back again, right? So what happens is they get excited and they get in their brain. They need some kind of physical touch more often than not. So I like to do, he gets ahead of you, butt pinch, back up. Ah, good boy. And there's going to be pressure. Say he's still looking, you're going to keep going. He's still looking at the, so I can use him, right? Butt pinch, back up. As long as he's looking, you keep on backing up. Yeah, good boy, right? And then now you can reapproach that exciting little stimulus, right? So now you can reapproach. As soon as he starts getting excited, butt pinch back up, right? Get him back on you, and you can reapproach a bunch of times, a lot of times. Now, there's going to be a point where the exciting thing is right there. If he's acting like a nut job, you're just getting out of dodge. And use your body, right? You don't want to be like this, because that's hard on your, it's harder on your arms. Whereas you're trying to get out of dodge and keep on going, and he's trying to go back that way. If you use your body, it's much stronger, and you have more leverage, right? He's going to keep coming. Just being a good boy. Hi, Raider. Right? What else? Outside turns, inside turns. You see him getting excited, back up, and then it might get to where you have to correct it, right? So doing correction, it would be like this. There's a thing, right? Get down shoulder length. Good boy, right? He's still looking back. Good boy. Now I can reward him. Did you get them all? You missed one. Hi, buddy. Wait in. Right? So that's being corrected. You can, I like to try to get them following me first and then work up to where we have to correct them. Now, you might just have to do it from the start because it's more practiced with this dog. Not this dog, but if he's been practicing being a nut job for a year and 7 months, sometimes you have to correct in order to get to where they can learn, right? Take up. Man, you're getting even worse, dude. What's up with that? Hi, buddy. Right? Okay, so heel drills, at least 5 minutes. And then you can start walking. And really, until they get good, if you're walking in front of your house for 30 minutes and you're only doing outside turns and insides, doing figure eights in front of your house for 30 minutes, still walking 30 minutes. But he's learning to follow you. Now you can do, I would say, okay, so you play first, right? Get some energy out, and then, hey buddy, get some energy out. And then you do 5 minutes of heel drills. Now he's focused on you. Now you go walking. So then now you go walking and you want to go all the way around the block. Anytime he starts getting excited about something, like he gets excited about the dog, butt pinch back up and then reapproach, right? And then at some point there's going to be a get out of dodge point with that, because if that dog's coming and you're going that way. The other part is distance, right? So if you're both walking on a sidewalk, that's going to be impossible for you and your dog. You can go up in somebody's yard. This is what I would do. Go up in the yard or out into the middle of the street, right? Depending on your neighborhood. Come on. Is that everything? So distance can be your friend, right? So you want to create distance, and you don't want to do, say you see the dog 30 feet away. If he's not getting excited yet, don't create distance. Wait until he starts to get excited, right? And then at that moment when he starts to get excited and perk up, that's when you're going to do your redirecting, right? If you do your redirecting too soon, it's not really doing anything. I mean, it's getting them back focused on you, but it's a little bit early. But if you start doing it, if you start catching yourself at the earliest point of excitement, then eventually that's going to become his natural cutoff, and he's going to start getting excited. He's going to be like, oh, whatever, we're about to turn around, so I'm not going to get excited. Now, how long will it take to get there? I can't tell you. And then, the other way is just to be corrective. You know what I mean? I don't particularly like that. I like teaching them what's expected, right? Which is hard because at a year and 7 months, he's used to doing whatever he's been doing. But that's what you got to do. You got to teach him to walk with you, and then you can start getting into all the other stuff. Right, dude? What you doing? Hmm? Why are you being so bad today? Huh? Why are you being so bad today? These are good puppies. These are good puppies. Knock it off. All right, let's call it a day. Oh, boy. Boys, not while you're on the leash.